So I'm going to take one last crack at explaining heliocentric model startrails to Chris Curtis. Yesterday he challenged people into proving he is wrong with his model, and a lot of people sent in their videos. Basically, Chris said about every video that it isn't sufficient, it doesn't work the way he thinks it should work, so basically he says they're all wrong. Now I wanted to explain to him that he is wrong with his way of him looking at it, and that he should see that when you rotate on the globe for 12 hours, after 12 hours you're basically upside down from your starting position. He thought it was kind of funny, which kind of explains why he doesn't understand the model. I've tried to explain this to him previously. You start at position 1 and you rotate to position 2, and when you're at position 2 you're basically inverted in comparison to position 1. Your angle towards looking at Polaris never changes, but your line of sight to the stars around Polaris does change. I've tried to explain this to him. Basically, this is your position 1. This is the axis of the planet, and you're looking up at Polaris. And as time goes by, you rotate around the axis. Your line of sight to Polaris never changes, but your position towards the stars around Polaris does. So when you're looking up from above, this is the Earth's axis, and basically you're rotating around it. So this should be explaining the model to Chris. This is the setup I used for my video. So I've again put Patrick on the wall, him representing Polaris, and I've put 6 stars around him in a random order. And basically what you see happen is this would represent the line of the axis of the Earth, and this is the line of sight you would have when you're in the United States. Now, this is the way it looks, and you can see that I have some limitations with the rotation. My camera can only make about 120 degrees rotation, but that should be enough to show the principle. As you can see, this is the Earth's axis, and it's on the pivot point of the camera. So that's the axis. The other line would be at the lens of the camera, so that's the line of sight if you're standing in the United States. This is the way you would look at Polaris and the stars, and this is the way the axis would go. So basically this is what happens from that setup. As you can see, the camera rotates, and it makes it seem like the stars are moving around Polaris. That's basically all that happens. The stars are making a 120 degree rotation, and basically as this one moves down, this one moves up. And if you add all those stars together with the movement they make, you can see circles. Those are the star trails we see in those composite pictures. So there's no weird thing going on. It's basically just you standing on a globe being inverted as you rotate around the axis of the Earth. I would say this would be sufficient, but I'm guessing that Chris won't accept this either. Anyway, thanks for watching.